Out of all the things, the scoring, the rebound, the block shots, strength and stability, this is me. When I was in junior high, that was around the time when I first started playing AAU basketball, so I was getting recognition that way. At that time, I was getting letters from different colleges and stuff. It was like a big thing to come home and see all these different letters. And you know, they'll be typewritten, and I'm sure they were the same letters that they send out to everybody. The difference with Lori and UC is they were handwritten. She has beautiful handwriting, by the way. But they were handwritten letters, and it felt more personal, so my mother really liked that. And I enjoyed it too, because I'm like, oh, look, I got a college letter and all this good stuff. So it was really exciting to have that personal touch. Because my freshman year, we were really good. And so junior year, I knew this was going to be the year, but it was pretty rough. That was my first of many knee surgeries. I had tore my meniscus. And that's when I found out that it was 16, yet my knees were 37 years old. So I figured out at that time that, you know, I had all kind of stuff going on in my knee, but it was pretty heartbreaking. Anytime anybody asks me about this, I say it was my mother for the most part. Again, it goes back to the knees, and my mother traveling to get back and forth to Indiana would have been really hard for her to sit in the car for that time. So she was like, you know, I think you should go to UC. I started looking at UC more seriously at that time, and I was like, okay, this will be a good place to go build, as opposed to Purdue. They were already top whatever, and they were doing good. And it turned out to be a blessing anyway. My freshman year, I felt like it was exhausting, because it's like, oh my God, did I make the right decision? But I guess seeing me and Amber and all the rest of us that were there, seeing us being from Ohio or close to the city, I think it inspired other people to take a look at us, because it's like, oh look, they got some young girls, they coming up, these girls are good, they can play. It was just really nice to get that build up, to see us get better and better each year. And even the recruits, seeing the recruits that they were bringing in were better recruits. So it's like, okay, we part of this, we doing this. That was one of the highest honors. And I believe it was on my birthday. So I think it was on September 20th or somewhere close to it. So I was like, this is the best birthday present ever. So I was really, really excited about that. There was no higher honor. The only thing I wish my mom and dad was allowed to see it, but you know, I had my sister's support and my teammates, and that's what it's all about, just having the support of your teammates. Because one thing that Lori taught us was we built friendships for life. It's just like Trina said, it's a sisterhood. Being a black student athlete for me was extremely important in the way that being able to get the education as well as play and be able to balance it. And I won't lie, in the beginning it was really hard, because you know, we got these 3-hour practices plus extra things that we had to do, and I wasn't a huge school fan in the first place, so it's like, oh my God, how am I gonna get this done? But the things that they provided us with, you know, the study groups, you can get tutors or whatever to help you, it made things easier. And it just let kids know that you don't have to be the smartest to go to college and play. You know, you gotta have a certain GPA, but they're gonna help get you through it, so you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm not smart enough. No, you're smart enough and you're good enough to get it done. And it was just really nice to be a black young lady out there and play basketball and just represent for UC. Powerhouse, power forward, just strength and stability, because I feel like that's what I brought. Out of all the things, the scoring, the rebound, the block shot, strength and stability, this is me.